Botswana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Ghana.
They just concluded African Games in Ghana, 2023 African Games just rounded up on Saturday over the weekend in Ghana. Nigeria did so well. 385 athletes Nigeria went with to participate in 25 sports out of the 29. 53 countries were in attendance apart from Cape Verde, who didn't come. It would have been 54 countries, but at the end of the day, 53 countries participated in the 2023 African Games in Ghana. Cape Verde didn't show up to complete it. 54 countries, but Nigeria did so well in the games, maintaining their position. They last won at the 2019 edition. That was the 12th edition in Rabat, Morocco. They finished second, and this time around they have also finished second, but better than the result was far better than what we witnessed in 2019 in Rabat, Morocco this time around. But Nigeria was so fantastic, the best team when it comes to athletics. We got 11 gold medals in athletics alone. We got 6 in wrestling. We got in weightlifting also. We got about 6 gold medals in weightlifting. We got also medals in arm wrestling. Nigeria became the first country to win a gold medal, in arm wrestling that became a scoring sport at the African Games. Fantastic outing for Nigerian athletes. 385 athletes did so well in the African Games, and that is where we'll begin this morning, talking about Nigerians' position, where they finished second, 47 gold medal. Nigeria have 47 gold medal. They finished the event on the second position, 47 gold medal, 34 silver, and 40 bronze. We already know that the champions, because from day one of this event, they remained at the top of the table, and they ended with their position, that is Egypt, with 189 medals, where they got 101 medal, 46 silver, 42 bronze. Then we have South Africa, Algeria. South Africa had 2 gold, 32 silver, 42 bronze. Algeria also ranked 4th with 29 gold, 38 silver, and 47 bronze. Tunisia had 87 medal in total, where they have 21 gold, 27 silver, 39 bronze, while Ghana occupied the 6th position with 19 gold, 29 silver, and 20 bronze medal. I know Isaac Omidiji is standing by from Bida, itching to see something about this and other stories we have on the show this morning. Isaac, fantastic outing for Team Nigeria at the just concluded African Games 2023 over the weekend, and I'm so happy that Nigeria actually, in all of the sports they went with, despite we had something to show. We dominated athletics, we dominated wrestling, we dominated weightlifting, even the arm wrestling, we dominated it. Boxing, we dominated boxing. We won 8 gold medals in boxing alone. So it was a good one for Nigerian athletes at the just concluded African Games.
Yes, good morning, Emmanuel. Thank you for this opportunity again. It's one of the best, if not the best, we have seen from Nigerian athletes, apart from Koja 2003. You saw a team made up of dedicated, motivated, and athletes that are ready to go out to not just only make their country proud, but set records. And we saw that in boxing, in wrestling, in athletics, in so many other new sports that were introduced in the All African Games. But one thing still remains, that the gap between Nigeria and Egypt seems to be getting wider, especially from what happened in Rabat the last time. Unfortunately for us, we'll be going to Egypt 2027 again. If Egypt can be making statements outside their country, what will happen when they host it? But the good thing is, we have athletes that have shown that even in the Olympics, we have cause to smile. Just as you mentioned, look at boxing alone. Out of the contingents that went for boxing, we have 10 that were finalists. And out of those 10, 8 won gold medals. Fantastic. And the preview, the part of the intro of this show was to again give us that unreal missed relay. Again, I call it unreal, very, very unreal what Ogumakin did there. But it's just one of the highlights, one of the best highlights of the of the all African Games in Ghana. And again, I'm very happy that we didn't have any controversies. This is one of the African games that we didn't see that, okay, kits are missing, that kits are not the same, the trousers are different from the top, the numbers are not properly written. Everything was put in place, and I'm happy.
Yes, everything was intact, and for the sports minister, he was always there to talk to the athletes, like you mentioned, the mixed relay race where Omolara Ogunmakin actually made the difference from 30 centimeter. She had to win that, if not even 40 centimeter. She won that race. She came and passed the Botswana lady in her front, and that highlight, it was an amazing and fantastic run. And for Toby Express, Toby Amuson got a hat-trick of medal. This lady is doing so well. She granted an interview. She said she never knew she was so fast when she was running that final. Like you mentioned, from the whole story, fine, Egypt top the medal table. We know we cannot really take that away from them. Like I said on this show, they come with a large number, as in large contingent. They come with a very large contingent, and they participate majorly in all of the sports. We just went there with 25 to participate in 25 sports out of the 29, which we came second on the medal table. 121 medals in total, 47 gold. Ese Brumen getting a gold, Ruth Soro getting a gold in also in triple jump. We also have a gold in javelin. Unamdi getting us a gold, and then in the discus, surprisingly, the champion, that it was a Nigerian also, where in fact another Nigerian dethroning the champion right there in discus. And these are some of then also Chukwuebuka Enekwechi in short put defending his title in Rabat, Morocco. From your general assessment, I think if we want to look for, in my own personal opinion, I believe this 2023 African Games was far better than what we saw in Morocco. I don't know if you actually agree with me on that.
Yeah, in terms of what our athletes did, yes. In terms of organization, from the athletes, from the country, yes. But I hope you know it's not better in terms of organization by the host country. It's not better in terms of PR by the host country. But for the various countries that participate, especially Nigeria, I'm going to focus more on Nigeria because this is the first out of many African games we've gone to without any unfortunate incident happening about athletes forgetting their kits, or the kit managers forgetting their kits in Lagos, or the kit producers have not supplied the kit. We are used to some of these very, very annoying, incidences. So in terms of all those, I will rate our participation very high, very, very high, even more than that of Rabat. However, looking at the host country, I think this is not the best African Games we've seen. It's actually one of the worst.
Okay, from your own perspective, well, good one for Ghana. They were still able to at least host an event that actually caught the eye of the world. For the very first time, the world was watching. A lot of commendation from former athletes, also talking about the African Games. It was a good one for Africa, actually showcasing what we have to other continents of the world. Still talking about the African Games, let's quickly look at these, where the athletes arrived in batches just yesterday, some from Lagos to Abuja, and the minister was on ground to welcome them and then conveying the message of the president, that is President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, to the athletes for a job well done. But in also doing that, he made mention of Nigerian preparing for Egypt 2027, that early preparation is key, and he has promised that everything will be put in place to see that Nigeria have a better outing than what we saw in Ghana.
Yes, improvement is the key. What you have in previous events shouldn't be the same thing you replicate. You have to, go a notch higher. So for the minister, I think it's very important that he understands that we need to do better. It's also very important that it shouldn't just be, math talk or theoretical alone. We must put it into practice. We must put it into action, and we must ensure that all the various festivals, games, events, meets that have produced or that will produce athletes that will participate in Egypt 2017, 2027, are organized as and when due. You know, it's very important so that we can have athletes that will represent us, so that they will start getting exposure where necessary. And this time around, these athletes should not be left on their own to develop their skills or nurture their skills. They should be government investment as well in how they are prepared for Egypt. So it shouldn't be just the effort of the athletes alone. We should see even private sector coming in. You know, there was this adopt an athlete program under the last administration. Is one of those policy I love. Let's see if this can still be replicated so that there will be monitoring, supervision, growth, and see how we can continue to compete and continue to increase. There are still a lot of talent we are yet to tap.
Yes, there are still a lot of talents that we are yet to unearth. It was a good one for Nigerian athletes at the African Games 2023. Fantastic one. Athletics alone contributed 11 gold medals, and we were the best team when it comes to athletics, beating the likes of the host country in the 4x4 for women, and then also 4x1 for relay for men. And we were so fantastic. We had to outclass them in that area because in 2003 they defeated us here in Abuja, and this time around we got our own pound of revenge. It is a Nigerian jollof that came tops even in the friendly games over the weekend. We actually beat the Black Stars of Ghana in that friendly game. All right, still talking about Nigeria doing so well in African games. Now let's talk about the wrestling stroke Olympic qualification championship that happened in Alexandria, Egypt, where our Nigerian wrestler, first of all, the females, we had about 5 female wrestlers who qualified to for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, and for the male wrestlers, they couldn't replicate their female counterpart, but at the end of the day, we have one male wrestler who made it to the Paris 2024 Olympic Games that was coming up. We just have less than let's say less than 100 days to that event that will be coming up in Paris. That is Mutuan by name. His name is Ashton Mutuan, who pledged allegiance from United States to Nigeria. He's from Plateau State. He got that Olympic ticket at the expense of South African Justin Van Zille in a 16-8 pinfall in that bout, and it was a good one. The likes of Harrison missed out. We also have Harrison, Braveman, all of them missing out from the Simon Zomoni also missing out from the Olympic. But we have Ashton who will be joining the ladies for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Surprisingly, Isaac, this guy just a few weeks ago, of recent actually, he had to change allegiance. Instead of him representing the United States, he decided to come and represent his fatherland. That is for Ashton Mutua. He's from Plateau State.
A good one for him, and I think Nigeria should appreciate that effort. That despite having the opportunity to fly the flag of the United States of America, you remember that yes, he's still Nigerian. You know, Mutua is a Nigerian name; it can never be an American name. Even though Ashton can be, not the other name Mutua. And thank God that he has been able not just to represent Nigeria, but also will be representing Nigeria in the Paris 2024 Olympic. So it shows that he also has a bragging right. So even if America is telling him, why did you leave us? The highest you can give me is to qualify for the Olympics. Yeah, I am also qualifying for the Olympics. So we will see there, and I hope that we will have a bout with the Americans, and Mutua will be the one to take them out.
There's going to be clash of interest if that actually happened. Ashton Mutua, like I said, is from Plateau State. Recently, he changed allegiance and he decided to represent Nigeria, and now he had that move has actually paid off, getting the Olympic ticket at the expense of Justin of South Africa in a 16-8 pinfall. And let us not forget the president of that federation, that is Daniel Igali, at some point also, though represented Canada, but he never forgot about home, and now he's the Nigerian Wrestling Federation president, where he is doing so well in that federation. Congratulations to all of our wrestlers, the likes of Blessing Oburududu, Odunaya Dekuruye, Esther, and co, who made it to the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, getting those tickets. 5 gold they won on the first day of that event. All right, still talking about the Olympics qualifier. This time around, let's talk about the run leather game. It's fast approaching. We just have, we're counting down to the first leg between the Banyana of South Africa and the Super Falcons of Nigeria in the first leg of the women's football event that is of the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. The first leg is destined to go down, scheduled for April 5th here at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium. And one lady, Jasmine Soponsowe, is talking so tough that it's going to be a very tough one against the Nigerian team. That is for Jasmine, who plays as a central forward for the Banyana of South Africa. Isaac, this game, a lot of it already, we've not even had this game, and the tension is so high from both camps.
If there's any game that is giving me a headache on how to analyze and how to predict, that is the game between the Banyana and the Super Falcons. You know, when I even realized that we'll be playing at home first, then away the second leg, no, I don't like this. I wish the second leg will be in Nigeria, but we'll not either do but not die, you know, but at least do it to the end and get the ticket. However, the Banyana's side is very good. Emmanuel, you understand, and I agree with me that they play very beautiful football. Their coach, Coach Ellis, has been wonderful. She has stayed a very long time with those girls. Those girls are improving. And the greatest opponent for Nigeria is not even Ghana when it comes to female football currently in South Africa. And this time around, we are meeting. But I hope the pedigree of the Super Falcons will come to play. That when we host them in Abuja, we'll be able to get a good result. So that when we return to South Africa a few days later, we'll be able to just tie the North and ensure that we qualify for the Olympics. But it's going to be very difficult, not just for South Africa, but for Nigeria. So both sides will be working on tight ropes. Both sides will be, I think the best side with game management will win this particular ticket. If not, both sides have wonderful players that can make difference any day, anytime.
Yes, of course, that game was scheduled for April 5th. And let's not forget that these ladies, they beat Nigeria during the Aisha Buhari's Cup, the maiden edition of that competition during Aisha Buhari's reign as the first lady of this country. They defeated us here in Nigeria, and they are looking forward. This team has been a hard nut to crack for the Super Falcons. But let's see how it goes. The Super Falcons also are getting ready for this particular, because the last time we graced the women's football in Olympics was that was Sydney 2004 in Australia, and ever since then, at 2008 Beijing we were not there, 2012 London Olympics, Rio de Janeiro 2016 we were not there, Tokyo 2020 we were not there, and this team is itching to be in the Olympics. All right, let's leave that story and quickly go straight to the one that will be happening on Tuesday right there in Marrakech, Morocco, the same venue where the Black Stars of Ghana fell 2-1, 1-2 to Nigeria in that international friendly. Now, Finidi just say expect new players against the Eagles of Mali. I don't, Isaac, I don't know if you actually agree with Finidi George to actually maybe go in with new players against the Eagles of Mali.
I totally agree with him. If you remember the last time we previewed the game between Nigeria and Ghana, one of the things I said was I would like to see fringe players play. I would like to see new players play. You know, the likes of Ojo Olorunleke, very important. We need to see what he can do. And thank God that against Ghana, Benjamin Tamino was given a chance, and he proved his mentor that yes, he's someone that can be relied on, and someone that probably will be tying himself down with a shirt in the Super Eagles. So let's see some of these new players that have been invited to the team. Let's see what they can offer. This is a friendly game. Thank God to Finidi and to many Nigerians, the friendly against Ghana is not just a friendly. So we've seen some of our best players paraded in that game. Let's see how this time around. I know Mali is also not an easy nut to crack. However, we must not get a victory as far as I'm concerned. We just have to see that, yes, we have players that we can rely on in other positions. Presently, we don't still know who will be the second choice goalkeeper to Nwabali. So let's see the likes of Ojo Olorunleke coming in. Ozo has been tested. and his result has been out. But for Ojo Olorunreke, he has not been tested at the national level, if not at the club side level. He has been very wonderful. He's the captain of Enyimba, and even while playing continental football, he distinguished himself as one of the best goalkeepers on the continent. But we need to see him in the green, white, green always.
Yes, of course, we need to see new players, the likes of Francis Uzoho and coach should just be given a chance to see what they can do if we can actually have a second choice to Stanley Nwabali. All right, let's leave that game quickly and just look at MPFL match day 27. It was a massive weekend in the Nigerian Premier Football League second round of games. Let's have the result before Isaac will react to it. We have Remo Stars beat Bendel Insurance 2-0. That game was played late, 5:30 p.m. It was late in the evening. Atlanta FC of Owerri fell 2-1 to Enugu Rangers, the most informed team right now in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Katsina United beat Abia Warriors 2-1. Kwara United 2-1 against Enyimba. Lobby Stars and Bayelsa United played a 1-1 draw. Plateau United lost at home 2-1. That is the second away win for match day 27. We have Doma United and Gobe United played 1-1. Canopilas beat Sporting Lagos 1-0. Let's just have the first side of the table quickly while Isaac you react to it. Enugu Rangers seems not to take their leg off the pedal. They are the best team so far in the second round of the Nigerian Premier Football League, and they are the top of the table with 48 points and 13 goal difference. Lobby Stars, who played the 1-1, remain second. Remo Stars third, and then Enyimba fourth. Isaac, quickly.
Yes, congratulations to Rangers. They've been very consistent, especially playing away, and they've been getting the good results. However, it's not just the result that is my, winning point for the weekend. Emmanuel, you need to see the crowd that trooped out to watch the game between Plateau United and Akwa United, where Plateau United lost at home. You need to see the number of crowd that trooped out to the Jos Township Stadium. Very impressive. These are the kind of things we need to continue to see, and to see that despite the number of crowds and intimidating environment, Aqua United could still get a victory in Jos. So I'm happy, and I hope that we'll continue to see good results. Lobby Stars dropped points at home. Remember, they were topping the league before now, and Dubai United also didn't get what they wanted. And for Rangers, I don't know what Fidelis Legico has given in sports, but they are currently firing from all cylinders.
Yes, currently firing from all cylinders. Before we go quickly, we just have one fixture for March day 27. Today, that game will be coming up later on in the evening. That is between the Shooting Stars of Ibadan and Niger Tornadoes in the Nigerian Premier Football League. And also, we have the international friendly games that have been lined up for today. But Isaac, that is where we'll be leaving it on the program this lovely morning. It was a wonderful one having you on the show. A good one. And then congratulations to all of our athletes that just came back from the African Games in Ghana.
Thank you very much.
All right, that is it on the program 360 Sports. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. Say thanks for watching.